Happy Monday, everyone. How are you? How was your weekend? How are you doing in this Mercury direct? We are a couple of days from starting going retrograde. So, how are you doing? Let's get started here today. First of all, by asking you to like and subscribe to my channel, of course, it helps me greatly and it helps me to send this message to many more people that need to hear this message, right? And then we're going to start here with Sacred Earth today. Let's see what is going on for you for the week ahead. So, Monday we check the energy. Oh, this is beautiful. New beginnings, the dawn here, there's always a new beginning coming up. It's always a new day, right? Island with solitude. So this is a beautiful energy for this week. Yes, definitely new beginnings. They do start with the solitude. We have eagle with communion. So beautiful, this card. And finally, river with movement. So we definitely have a lot of new beginning coming up for you, right? Look at this beautiful, beautiful card. I love because they look quite similar, one and the other, right? Like the beginnings and the river here for you. They're both showing up that sun there. So this is absolutely beautiful. And it's beautiful because it's the first and the last card. So let's start with the first card here. Dawn, right? At the dawn, everything starts, before the day begins, everything starts to come up, right? Everything starts to come up to life. uh, but it's still, everything is still very quiet, and that's what I feel here. This is the best time to meditate, right? Is the best time to do your intentions for the day, when you start opening up to the world, when the world is starting to waking up as well, right? So what about, during this week you focus very much on every day is a brand new beginning, a brand new beginning, a brand new opportunity of becoming the better version of myself, of doing something new, right? Because a new beginning, it's always something new, right? So it's that energy about that, and that always comes from your solitude. So the island here, I'm going to say this as in, you are your own island, right? And you need to go into solitude. You need to listen to yourself to understand what you need. Are you going the right track? Is there something that you are using too much, or is there something that you are needing to recover? So in any way, shape, or form. And it's so beautiful because every time I look at this tree, I feel like this is connecting with the amethyst, right? So it's about that peace that comes from within. Because I look at these clouds here, yeah, they seem dark, but I don't feel this as dangerous. I don't feel this like, oh, there's a storm coming. No, I feel I feel this as in, it's time to go within, right? And not looking at the outside. The outside might look very scary, but inside there's so much peace. And from this peace, that I reunite with myself, I connect with myself, and I understand what messages are wanting to come to me. And it's from that energy that we get here the eagle with the communion, right? You see the eagle going towards this man here, absolutely beautiful. This really feels like the sun as well, right? And there's the eagle also talks about, higher perspectives, right? The eagle is on the top. She's just going around and she is fixing and she's patient and she understands. So, here, when we talk about communion, we're talking very strong about the connection, whether this is with your spirit animal, right? The connection with higher forces, the connection with who you are, the connection with the animal version of you, right? The wild version of you that wants to come out. And it may come from this new beginning, from this new day. We could be talking about through this solitude during this week. You understand that you are so much more. You are so much better, bigger, you're stronger, you're wiser than anything that you have ever done. And you know that healing, evolution, consciousness takes time, right? And the only way is forward, right? But look at that. The river says movement, of course. The river doesn't go fast, but it keeps moving. You know, the way sometimes you look at the river and it feels like it is still on the top. But if you're going to look down, it's constantly moving, right? Time doesn't stop. It's constantly, well, I mean, I know time is an illusion here, but it's always moving forward, right? There's always something moving forward. We cannot bring the water that passed in the river, we cannot bring it back. It's gone, right? Towards the ocean. So there's something here as well. It is asking you to keep moving forward. No matter what happened in the past, keep moving forward. Understand. Do your solitude. Understand who you are. Understand the parts of you that you have abandoned, neglect, disowned for the longest time, and it start to communicate, to reunite, you know, to make peace with it. Because every single situation that happened in the past brings a message. Everything that happens, every situation, every person that showed up, they all bring a message to you. So let's look at that message, right? Not from a place of judgment, from a place of understanding, of expansion, taking the lesson, not the pain, right? The water keeps moving. Remember that, right? It's time to embody who you are. It's time to bring, as the sun rises, to bring this beautiful version of you that, yes, may have been going through a lot of lessons, but is still standing up, right? Is still smiling, is still kind to people, still believes there are good human beings out there, still believes we can raise the vibration of the earth and we can make this a better place. And it all starts with you. Every new beginning, every solitude, it's an opportunity for you to grow, for you to understand, for you to connect with yourself, with your true essence, with the love being that you are, right? So that's the beautiful message for this week from this deck. We're still going to look at the angels and ancestors. That was such a beautiful energy. So let's see if there's anything else to talk about for this week ahead, right? What else is coming up for my beautiful collective here? Please, thank you. Yes, so we have here Druid hold a space, right? That solitude that we're talking about, holding space for who you are, holding space to listen to others, right? Remember the Druid here at the trees, right? The trees are so sacred and wise. I mean, when you look at them, they're still, right? They are there. They don't move. I mean, they move when, the branches move when there's a storm, when there's a wind and all, but they remain strong because the strength comes not visible on the outside, but under the earth, right? And you see that when they're growing. I mean, look at the back of this, right? What you see is this, but you don't see that under it's growing, right? It's shaping. And that's also what this shield maiden is bringing here, to bring that bravery, to bring that initiative that a maiden brings, right? It's the initiation, it's the taking charge of things, starting something. You remember the new beginning. She says, make plans and focus, focusing on something every day, right? Every day at the dawn, make an intention. What best version of yourself are you becoming today? What are you achieving today? What kind of version of you do you want to bring out today? What do you want to, how do you want to serve your community? How do you want to evolve? What plan do you have? What is your dream? What steps are you taking towards your dreams for this week? It's so beautiful, this reading for you. And finally, we have guardian angel. You're not alone. And this is absolutely beautiful. Just because you're in solitude doesn't mean you're alone. You step out of the noise and you can out the outer noise and you connect with the inner one, which is the peaceful one, which is where your guides come to you, which is where you listen to the messages, which is where you understand you are not alone. Those times that you look around and you're like, I feel so alone. Go back in and understand that you're not alone. You're always being guided. And if at any stage of your life you feel like people are stepping away from you, this is protection. It's your guardian angel protecting you, because those are not the people to be around you. They serve the purpose and they're gone. And you're going to a new direction. This is where the ideas come, the excitement comes, right? But for all of that to happen, it's necessary that you hold space. It's necessary that you listen. Just, focus on yourself and remember that, like I said, you're never alone, right? And I know, and I feel it. Sometimes we're like, oh, I feel alone. There's nothing out there for me. There is. The microphone. Um, it is, right? Actually, with that, I want to take another card. I just want to take another card just to make sure that we get the right message here for you for this week ahead, because there's so much purity here. Yes, shapeshifter. Yes. And the magic guardian. Perfect. So transform and unveil your gifts. This can only come from your solitude. This can only come by you holding the space. And this can only come by you making plans and focus. Okay? Yes, you can have 1,000 gifts, but you have to dedicate to it, right? You have to work for it, right? And again, with the magic guardian, unlock the magic within. Everything is coming up for you to go within. This is a week to leave everything that is outside and go within. Why? Because all the answers are there, and your expansion, all the biggest things are coming into your life. The new beginning, as we've seen here, which was the very first card, right? It comes from within, right? You only see the sun coming down all the way up, right? All your gifts come from in all the way out. But for that, you work on it, you put time for yourself, you focus on yourself, and you understand that when you respect yourself, you respect your magic, you respect your time, everything else shifts for you, right? So that's the message for the week ahead. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, have a great week. Take care.